Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Rex and I have a massive headache. I was actually reading about infinity and time, and it's not that it blew my mind as much as it's just so much information, right? So many philosophers and so many people, think different stuff, and there's really no right way to argument, any kind of theory about what you think time is or what you don't think time is, and it made it so complicated to the point where I was trying to find out. I was thinking just, what side would I take on, right? So if time was infinite or if time wasn't infinite, or if there is a beginning of time, if there is not a beginning of time, or if time is like a circle or is it more like a line, right? I mean, there's I don't see any way in which I can argument it, one way or the other. It's just it feels like it's one of those subjects, one of those small subjects where I honestly don't know what to say. It's ridiculous, and just thinking about it got me this massive headache. And I guess that the first thing that just confuses me is if there's a creator, you know, how can a creator be infinite? Like, think about it for a second. How can something be infinite? How can it just be there always? I mean, not having a beginning, that blows my mind, right? I mean, so I guess the most popular theory is, a creator created time, right? The creator is infinite, and he created time, and after that, time became infinite, from then on. So time does have a beginning in that theory, and after that, it doesn't have an end, or it ends in the end of the world, right? Some religions say, but it just blows my mind how a god could be infinite, or how can he not have a beginning? I just find it a little bit ridiculous, and I guess that's the only real side I can take on in terms of time and what I think about it, just because it's the only thing that I guess I can make sense of without getting a tumor in my head and just thinking about it. And what I find even funny is that there is no official like definition of time. I mean, you can look it up if you want, but there's no official like internationally accepted, between philosophers and scientists or whatever, like definition of time. Like, I mean, time, like the most simple way to say it is just, time is a measurement to sequence events. I mean, that's pretty much the basis of it, but it doesn't really say anything about time itself, right? Time is such a complicated thing that no one has really, nailed it in terms of having a definition that everyone agrees on. And I guess the Rex approved definition is just time is what clocks measure, and period. That's it. No head trauma, no brain cancer, no headaches. That's it. But I guess the message that I want to leave with this video is more of like a question that I'm not really sure about, right? So there are two main theories, right? So either time is real or time is not real. So either time exists like a movie in terms of that sequences of time exist on a line that the universe cycles through, and goes through and starts creating as time goes. And time being, I guess, part of the universe, right? In terms of something that you can actually calculate on and something that you can manipulate, like in time travel. The other theories where time doesn't exist, right? Time is just a way of people for brains to categorize, events and sequences or whatever. So much like space, which is not something that you can really calculate on, is something that our brain really is, the way our brain works, not really something that it has much meaning in terms of the universe. The other theory says that it doesn't exist, just like that. That is all just simply in our brains. So I guess I'm gonna leave that as a question for the chat, for those two people that might answer. What do you guys think? Is time real, or is time not real? Do you guys think that we can time travel, or is there just no way to manipulate time whatsoever, and time doesn't even exist? It's just the way our minds perceive it. Leave your awesome and creative responses on the comment section below, and not on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. But I'm gonna leave you guys with a little joke. Two cows are standing in the pasture. One turns to the other and says, although P is usually abbreviated to 5 numbers, it actually goes on to infinity. The second cow turns to around and says, moo, right? Who gives a shit? So, thank you so much, you guys, for listening and listening to my terrible jokes and my terrible philosophy. Have a great day, guys. Peace out.